Documents you can't afford to lose. It's myOrganized.life live, February 25th, 2019. Well, it's Monday. Welcome back.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
It's still winter.
Yes, it is.
We're not
We
gonna
got
get into that.
more and more and more snow
Yeah.
over the weekend, and more is coming, and we are just buried.
Right.
We should each take a picture of ourselves in front of our giant snowbanks at home, and we can share them with our
You know what was really funny?
audience.
I was
So we
driving.
can ask people to submit theirs.
I was driving down the road this morning, and so people have their sidewalks where they have to go out from their front steps.
Yep.
So literally there was a notch. So the snow was probably about this high. It looked like
A tunnel?
a tunnel
Yeah, I know.
from someone's house out to the street.
It's yeah.
Oh well.
It's like
but
something out of a movie.
It
is,
really
honestly.
Spring though is just around the corner,
You
right?
know what? That snow is going to take forever to melt. I think it's going to be
Boy, they're gonna have to.
July before the last little mound of snow in the Target
I
parking
know.
lot melts.
Oh, I know.
No, there's
Well,
always that little, there's that big, huge
Well, a lot
hump.
of these places, like where we are in the Hastings, Minnesota, which is, I guess they take the snow from the main street because there's nowhere to put it. You can't.
You can't just.
Can't put it on the sidewalk, so they plow it to the middle.
Yes.
Then, they get the snowblower thing on a big truck, and then they have those. So they literally truck the snow out, and then there's a holding area
For the snow.
for the snow. So it's like if you want to have you're a kid and you want a huge mountain of snow to play in, find out where that is in your city because they got to move it somewhere.
I know.
I mean,
they always plow the snow into the middle of our cul-de-sac.
Oh, really?
And so all the kids play on the snow pile in the middle of the street.
Good. All
Anyway,
right, but that's not what this show is about. This is myOrganized.life Live. I'm John Hunt.
And I'm Leanne Thompson.
This is the show where we give you organizing tips, advice, and we won't talk about organizing your snow because there's no place for it to go.
I mean, we could.
Hey, instead of declutter, de-snow.
Yeah.
That's what the snowblower is for. Anyway, but today we're going to talk about, I know, it's crazy. But
I know, we can't, it's such a
when you live
cliche
in
to talk about the
I know,
weather, but
when you're in Minnesota, it's all that really people talk about because...
Well, I think all over the country is just, this winter has just been terrible.
Yeah.
A coworker of ours is going to Florida on Friday, and the forecast is like
Snow.
59, 59, 58,
Yeah.
like all week.
Where did I see they had snow this
Vegas.
week? Was it
Vegas.
in Vegas? Yeah.
They had snow in Vegas.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
we
Anyway,
have for
let's
you.
stop talking
Yes,
about the
let's
snow.
Stop talking about the snow. This is crazy. We're going to talk about documents that you need in case you got to leave in a hurry, like maybe a huge snowstorm, or like a flood in the case of those who are in Houston.
Yes.
And
that
in
was
fact,
a while ago.
It was. In fact, we did a two-part podcast not too long ago. It was episode number 195 and 196 with Ellen DeLapp, who is from Houston, and she was only a few blocks away from, you remember those images of people out in boats trying to rescue
Hurricane
people?
Harvey.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was.
But so it's a big podcast. If you go to sme.com, go over to podcasts and go down to number 195 and 196, you can see the whole thing. We talk really a lot about emergency preparedness, what to do in an
grab,
emergency.
what to have on hand.
Right.
Yep.
So we asked her a question, well, what are some of those really key documents that, if you only have a few minutes notice and you have to take off, what should you be taking?
Right.
And this is what she said.
Right. Well, the first category is always what I call the vital documents. They're the things that have to do with your birth certificate, social security card, passport, so will and accompanying documents. So those are all legal documents you definitely want to take with you. But you also want to take financial documents, or at least have the an access to the financial institution and the name of the person that you work with. You also want to have some documents that have to do with your insurance, the name of your insurance company and the numbers that have to do with that person. You also want to be sure you have one of your taxes, the most recent set of taxes can be very helpful. Surprisingly, when you're applying for aid, sometimes you need to have completed that year's taxes to be able to access the aid you want. And then also a list of contact numbers. Like once you leave your neighborhood, all of us have cell phones. And in this situation, we didn't have wind damage, so we were able to stay in contact by cell phone. But you want to have contacts with people so that you can be sure that everyone stays in touch with each other, especially with your family.
Okay.
Right.
Well, we have a tool, and we talk about it in the
We talk about it
podcast,
a
but
lot.
we're not gonna promote
No,
it.
we won't.
It's called the Life Documents Organizer Kit, but we won't put a slide up for that.
No, we won't.
Okay, but so when you're trying to get ready for an emergency, you want to have some place where you know all your emergency documents are.
Yeah,
and
that's the last thing you want to do is be scrambling.
Yeah.
If you have
While
a
the
couple,
water
or
is
if you have
rising.
a couple days, even a couple days notice,
Yeah.
you still have to get other things ready besides your documents. You want just documents all in one spot.
Well, take a look at those 2 episodes of the podcast. Again, it's at smead.com/podcast, number 195 and 196 with Ellen DeLapp, professional-organizer.com.
Yes.
Great. All right, so this week
we have part 2 with Perry Kirsch.
Yes, we do.
Continuing to talk about her
it's
rules to live by.
Yeah, or we call the episode is Decision Fatigue.
Decision
Are you
fatigue.
tired of making so many decisions?
Yeah.
We tune in on Wednesday. You can also, if you didn't see last week's, go back and check that out.
It's a great episode.
It is good. So we're looking forward to that on Wednesday. So we're here every day. Well, unless it's more snow.
Unless it's an emergency.
Yes, but 2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. It is myOrganized.life live. Get organized now at myOrganized.life. Need to turn those piles into files? We've got you covered. Hundreds of organizing products in a dazzling array of colors and sizes. There's an organizing solution for you. Shop online and they're delivered right to your office. Get organized now. Go to myOrganized.life. That's myOrganized.life. Get organized now at myOrganized.life.